Happy Devils Saturday. This is the Woo Report. The Woo Report. Episode 399. As Erik Haula scores the OT game winner over the Flyers. Devils win 3-2 in overtime. I'm your host, Sam Wu, streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker in an undisclosed location as the Devils again beat the Flyers, remain undefeated in preseason. 4-0. Your New Jersey Devils. What a happy Devils Saturday. Seeing people filing in. I might be a little bit under the weather right now. Had a flu shot yesterday. Trying to grind it out. Trying to get into playoff form, or at least regular season form. Trying to get through this podcast. But all right. Devils win 3-2. It gives you a little bit of a boost. Tight game tonight at the Wells Fargo Center. And, the Devils beating the Flyers 6-0. Big spanking at the Rock on Monday. As the Let's Go Devils have been just... It almost seems like they've been just kind of perfect throughout preseason. I see Dave Singer saying Holtz is a lock. Alexander Holtz is contributing. Alexander Holtz is doing his best to make this team and be a regular on this squad. Devils GM Tom Fitzgerald and Devils head coach Lindy Ruff issuing the challenge: get faster, get meaner, and we expect a lot. And so far, Alexander Holtz has been delivering in this preseason. Let's get to the scoring right now. Devils Flyers just, again, we'll be playing, the Devils will be playing the Flyers in the outdoor game. I'm not expecting much from the Flyers. They are in a full rebuild. However, John Tortorella is their head coach, so you would expect a 100% effort every night, no matter what. So they're going to be tough, the Philadelphia Flyers. So Denny Briere rebuilding the Flyers. Doesn't matter. First period, on we go. Flyers getting on the board early. 2 minutes into the game, Wade Allison with the goal for the Flyers, assisted by Brink and Andre. 1-0 Flyers. Devils just, I wouldn't say they were sleepwalking, but you know what? Giving up that early goal, how would they respond? And there you go. Curtis Lazar evens it up at 8:38 into the first period. 1-1 tie. And then 16:42 in the first period. Then Alexander Holtz scores. Second of preseason. Assisted by Nico Hischier, or was that Johnny Gaudreau, and Timo Meier. I don't know. I just saw something over the internet, something about Gaudreau, number 13, making the score sheet for that goal. I don't know what that was about. Not going to ask, but 2-1 Devils. Devils with a 2-1 lead. Second period, tell you what, Vitek Vanacek looking pretty good. In a tight game. Second period, there was no scoring. But Vitek Vanacek was engaged. The Flyers were trying to build momentum, trying to pepper him with shots. Vitek Vanacek, obviously sharp. Third period, again, started out like the second period, And then Rhett Gardner scored for the Flyers, assisted by Brown and Tomala. Flyers even it up 2-2. But in overtime, that's when the Devils are dangerous with their speed, their youth, their skills. And our boy Erik Haula scores the game-winning goal from assist from Dawson Mercer and Dougie Hamilton. Devils win 3-2 in overtime. Shots on goal, Philadelphia outshooting the Devils 31-22. Has the edge on the face-off as the Devils, 52% to 48% of the Flyers. Flyers discipline, no penalty minutes. Devils had 6. Devils out-hit the Flyers 20-11. Block shots, 22 Devils. Flyers had 8. And that was it. Devils win. Seeing some of the comments in the YouTube live. Who's number 11? What are you guys talking about? Oh, my goodness. Michael Descala says the First Union Center had the best abbreviation. Yeah, the FU Center. Remember those days? Those were great days. The FU Center. Let's see here. I see Craig Best cannot watch or even listen. Yeah, it kind of sucked. I just watched it on my phone today. Preseason action is not really on network television. And it's, I don't know. I'm kind of lazy. I could have just plugged my phone into the monitor or the TV, but I'm just watching. I'll listen to Sam Kassan. I'm listening to, I don't know who the other guy was, doing the play-by-play. Craig Best says undefeated. Yes, Craig Best. Devils are undefeated. But Vitek Vanacek, yes, Ramona was the best player on the ice. He was making saves. He was engaged and bailed out the defense. That game-tying goal that Gardner scored for the Flyers left wide open, top of the crease. Devils need to tighten up a little bit. It was a tight game for the most part. Steve Engels running, can you plug your phone into a smart TV? Yes, I was just too lazy. I was not really, again, I'm just tired. Sometimes when you get the flu shot, you're just a little tired. Feel a little tired. But yeah. Seeing some Boca Bassett in the YouTube live. Stacy White. Hello, Stacy White in the Facebook live. Michael Pedrosa. Greg Best. Michael Hay. As it's a happy Devils Saturday. 4-0. It's almost like I want to tell the Devils, slow down. These games don't count. But you can make the argument you practice the way you play. But the Devils, 4-0 in preseason. Looking unstoppable, looking confident, looking focused. I love a focused team. Daniel says, we look great. Daniel on the Facebook Live. Craig Best says, nice to see Holtz improving. I would agree. Dave Singer says, loving the Mercer Haula Palat line. Yeah, I love it. These guys they have great chemistry. Steve Engel talking some nonsense in the YouTube live, as per usual. But I can't wait for opening night at American Whiskey on October 12th, when we get to see the real games, when we get to see the team get together. Timo Meier, I'm still trying to get used to him wearing number 28 after seeing him 96 last season for your New Jersey Devils. Still preseason, folks. How about Curtis Lazar going hard to the net? That's what you want to see. You want to see scoring from your bottom six forwards. Would you even consider Mercer, Haula, Palat line a bottom six? Would you? I'll tell you what, Alexander Holtz, he's playing himself into the lineup if he keeps this up. With the results, with the better skating, you could tell he's a little bit more confident, hungry, focused, engaged. Think about that 2020 draft. The 3 picks, Alexander Holtz, 7th overall, Dawson Mercer, 18th overall, Shakir Muhammadulin, 20th overall. Shakir Muhammadulin is now Timo Meier. It's looking good for your New Jersey Devils. This team, once they start to get together, as some of these prospects go back to juniors, go back to Utica, when the team starts to gel and fuse together, they look like a good team. A team with depth. A team with destiny. Everything is on all cylinders right now. But I caution, it's only preseason. We shall see. Goaltending? Well, I think Vitek Vanacek, for at least a small sample size in this preseason, has answered the bell. Devils are looking really good right now. But there's a lot more to do if you want to get into the Stanley Cup Finals. But these Devils, it has a different, more mature feel right now. It's kind of like we're expecting them to have the opportunity of winning each game. Boy, I can't wait to the 20 to 22 man roster is announced. Eric Drucker is asking, will Holtz make the opening day lineup? I would think so. He has to be consistent. So far, I like what I see. Devils fans like what they see. But it's a matter of consistency. And if he can keep up with this lineup, he's going to do very well. He had some great chances during this game. It's no coincidence that he has 2 goals so far in this preseason. Alexander Holtz was the big question mark going into training camp. What has he done? Did the offseason help? He was training hard. But Alexander Holtz, if he can get going, and it looks like he could be in the top 6, Dawson Mercer on the 3rd line, that could be wild. But anything can happen. It's all about team chemistry. Nico Hischier, the captain, looking very good. Getting the assist there. And we all know what Jack Hughes can do. And Timo Meier and Jesper Bratt. Jesper Bratt's had himself an excellent preseason. But can Jesper Bratt bring it in the playoffs? They're going to need him to score. They're going to need results. Steve Engel is with the opinion that Holtz scored 2 goals in 2 games, but the other parts of his game aren't there yet. But that's part of the growing process. But the Devils winning tonight 3-2 over the Flyers. 4-0 in preseason. I can't wait for the season to start just like you. And we got some big things happening with the Let's Go Devils podcast. Got to keep it a secret right now. But big things are happening with the Let's Go Devils podcast. Going to be out on the road opening night. We got a big surprise. Our welcome back party at American Whiskey, October 12th, against the Detroit Red Wings. Game Day Live and Devils After Dark will be back. Vinny Parisi and Scotty at SiriusXM Liquid Metal. State of the Fan address, pucksandpitchforks.com. Every Wednesday. Now that Nick is back in the Northeast, Nick Villano, could we be doing more live podcasts, live viewing parties? You betcha. The podcast will be traveling, and hope to see you at a bar near you. Boca Bassett says, Holtz look good against a crappy, filthy team and crappier Habs team. Good point. Good point. But it's better than not having him score. But Lindy Ruff was already saying before these games he liked what he was seeing in practice. So take it for what it's worth. It was Lindy Ruff and Tom Fitzgerald basically telling Alexander Holtz that, hey, you got to get faster. During the exit meetings for a second season in a row, you got to work on your skating. And it looks like he's done that. Monday. Devils are back again. I believe they're playing the New York Islanders as preseason continues. They end on the 6th of October, Friday, next week. And I think there's another game in there. I believe it's Tuesday or Wednesday. We'll have to figure that part out. I think it's Wednesday against the Rangers. I believe so. Don't have preseason schedules on top of my head. But yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Dropping the podcast in about 20 minutes. The Devils winning 3-2. Erik Haula scores the game-winning goal in overtime to beat the Flyers 3-2. 4-0 in preseason. Love it, love it, love it. And let this team just grow. I'm telling you, this season's they're gonna take a great leap forward like they did last season. And so far, not bad. Not bad at all. Oh, it's preseason. I wish this was the regular season. Taking a 4-0, 8 solid points in the standings. But we shall wait. Thank you to everybody tuning in to this wonderful edition of the Will Report. We'll be back tomorrow for another Will Report and the 9 p.m. Sunday edition of the Let's Go Devils podcast. Myself, Scotty, a SiriusXM Liquid Metal, Shorts Guy, and crew will be there. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Till next time, this is the Woo Report. Let's go Devils.